I'm going to show you how I make a living playing roulette online and teach you my methods step by step so that anyone from any location can copy my results. I've been making a living from playing roulette for over 8 years, and I've done this by making small daily profits with a low starting balance to minimize the risk. If you want to learn how to play roulette properly and actually make long-term profits, I want you to make a commitment to yourself right now and watch this video all the way through to the end. You see, most people tend to skip through these videos to see what the final profits are, but they miss out on crucial information on when and why I place the bets that I do. So commit to watching these videos all the way through. Play it in high speed if you have to, but don't skip ahead or you will miss out. Let me know in the comments if you are 100% committed to this. It's nice to know who you are, and I will definitely have a lot more time for those who are active in the comments. I would also like to thank all of you who have subscribed to this channel. I will be offering a free one-on-one coaching session worth $1,000 for every 1,000 new subscribers this channel receives. I will either select the subscriber at random or choose who I think deserves it based on the comments of these videos. Don't forget to check out roulettecalculators.com. It's a free social network where you can chat to other roulette players, share ideas and betting strategies, and learn from the best. The social network is completely free to join. There are some membership options available for the use of its calculators and betting tools. These tools are web-based so that you can use them on any touchscreen device, laptop or PC. They can also be used with any land-based or online casino that has either a US or European roulette table. If you would like a free trial to use these tools, head over to facebook.com/roulette calculators and drop me an instant message. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and drop a comment below to be automatically entered into the one-on-one coaching competition. Let's head over to the roulette tables now and see what we can do.
Hey, welcome back, people. Ed Clark back with session number 6 of this this cavalcade of sessions, really. So we got our ass kicked on the last session. We lost £52. Still left us £50 in profit so far, so we're going to try and redeem ourselves, make £25 to £30 of profit in this next session, session number 6. So I'm going to go over to the thing. I'm going to still use the positive negative. I think if this kicks my ass again, I might jump over to the area key or dealer tracker. So let's carry on with this and see what we can do. I just wanted to give this tool a try. I haven't used it for such a long time, but as most people know, that my favorite is definitely the dealer tracker. So let's see if we can find a speed roulette. I'm just going to type in speed. Don't do that in Google. You'll get a mixed bag of results there. So yeah, let's just check this one out, I guess. Speed roulette. Try live dealer this time. So I'm going to leave the settings standard to start with, and I'm just going to record a whole bunch. So maybe from 30, let's go from 25 to be honest. Oh, that's 23. There is no 23 in the history, so I will undo that. If not, I would have carried on from there. So 25, that went to a numero 12. 3, then 28. 28 went to 20. Then we had a 0. Number 5. We had a double up on 29. So 29 went to number 29. 34. Then 26. And then whatever this one is. We'd have an intersection on 15, 18, 21, and 24. I went to number 13. Okay, so I'm going to go on the top section here. So I'm just going to go straight in with £2. Let's have a little bit of audio. Like I said, the goal today is hit sort of £25 to £30 profit. to offset the loss from the last session. And that has gone to number 36. So we got the win straight off the bat there. That's nice to see. Going to go on the first dozen this time. So I've left these as default. Positive at 6, positive columns at 8, and negative at 6. Just going to do the same, sort of 4 bets in, and see what we can do. Number 22. So we are going to repeat and double. So we're doing 2 units of £2. In fact, I should set the starting bet to 2 there. We're still doing 2 units, which is £4. So want to see that first dozen. Number 12 will do. That is the first dozen. Okay, so we're £10 in profit straight away. The columns are creeping up on the positives there. So it hasn't followed the same column or dozen for a few spins. And the last time it did that was 34 to 26. That was the last dozen. So let's just go with it. What have we got here? Number 18. Okay. So basically, if it misses the second dozen now, we have ourselves a bet. The columns has just been wiped out because 18 and 12 are on the same column here, 12 and 18. So if it misses the second dozen, we have ourselves a bet. And it landed on that. So number 22. So that's wiped that out. It is a good thing. I like to see it. Oh, we have got a bet on the middle. So the negative is highlighting 6. So that means this middle section from number 2 all the way to 35 hasn't been landed on in 6 spins. Let's see what we can do. Number 11, that is the middle column. So there we go. We're now £14 up. So this is Speed Roulette 1. It's a live dealer. I usually go on the auto tables, but this one seems to be behaving well so far. You know, that can always change. That's gone to 22. And we are on the third dozen. So that's why I love this tool. You can put the settings in and you can just see straight away when the settings are active. So the third dozen hasn't been seen in 6 spins. Last time it was seen was number 36 back there. So let's see if we can hit that third dozen. Number 2, that is not the third dozen. So what we will do is repeat and double. So we're doing 2 units of £2 on there, so £4 total. And yeah, I mean, it's gone to a depth of 9. So maybe I should have increased that a little bit. So we're doing 6, 7, 8, 9. As long as it comes in before the 9th, that will be okay. That's gone to number 6. So again, we missed that one, so we will put that up to £6. That is now 3 units, our third bet. So 2 more chances of hitting this. Third dozen. Okay, number 10, kicking our ass. So let's do the fourth and final bet. £8 on there. And it's highlighting the red. So basically the red numbers haven't been seen in 6 spins either. So come on, third dozen. Or we will be playing catch up. 25, beautiful. We will take that. and that's also a red number. So the balance is 118. Got there on the fourth bet. A little bit further than I'd like to see. I might set the negative to, I think 7. Let's just add one more to that. So then we can bet on a 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sorry, yeah, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And it's gone to a depth of 9. So that's gone to 32. So your second dozen hasn't been seen in 5 spins. That's gone to number 35. So if it misses again, we have a bet on the second dozen. Okay, that's gone to 28. So now we have our first bet on the second dozen. Going to go straight in with £2, 1 unit. Also, the first 12 hasn't come in 4 spins as well. And I can also see the top row hasn't come in 5. So he is tending to stick to particular groups of numbers. So second dozen for the win. Oh, 26. I thought that was going to 0 then. So I'm going to repeat and double. So on the second bet out of 4, 3 more chances to hit the second 12. Currently on a depth of 8. Hasn't gone past a depth of 9 so far. Still early days though. Okay, it looked like it was on 20, but it pinged back. So we're going to repeat the bet and add a unit. So we're at £6 now. 3 units. Currently on a depth of 9. This is the furthest it's gone. Let's hope it comes in on this or the next spin for the glory. So second dozen. Where are we going? 36. Okay, last attempt, guys. 1, 2. You can see the first dozen hasn't come in, so he's just hit that third dozen. All of these spins since 25, it's been on the third dozen. So we go to the second dozen. $25. That was brutal. Third dozen again. Okay, so that is my stop point. I'm not going to carry on with that. You can see it's on a depth of 11 at the moment. First is on a depth of 8. That's crazy high. And yeah, you can see the first numbers 1 to 18 hasn't come in 8 times. So let's see if it comes in on the second dozen now. That's typically what it does when I stop betting. If not, I go all in on the third dozen. Yeah, exactly. Third dozen again. Okay, this is crazy. It's fun to watch, though. So I'm £2 down. It's not a huge hole, but I want to see what he does here because this is kind of going off on a bit of a tangent on the third dozen. Number 35, third dozen again. This is insane. Third dozen, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times on the third dozen. If I was doing the positive right now from the get-go, I would be cleaning up right now, just betting on the third dozen every spin. $13, finally, the second dozen came out. Right, now I'm going to go on the first dozen. Now he's sorted his biscuit out. So that's currently on a depth of 11. You might just stay on the second dozen now for half an hour. You never know. Okay, 15. He might be. He might be doing it. So we're doing 2 units on the first dozen. Currently on a depth of 12. If I get this one, I might leave switch tables because he's a bit of a... I'm sticking to the same dozen over and over. $35. So he switched back to that one. So I'm going to repeat and add 2 chips. So let's see where he goes. Currently on depth of 13, again on the negative. So this is the highest it's been on the negative, including that second dozen that we did. So that's gone to number 2. So we got the win. It's put us to 104. I'm not a big fan of this table. He is bouncing around. I'm still in profit just, but let's see if we can do something else. Right, what should we do? I might try a auto table for a laugh. So let's try speed auto. I'm gonna refresh the tool and enter some of these numbers in. Okay, so let's go from number 35.
Place your bets, please.
18. And 6, 18, 11. $19, 10, 8. So you can see the positive will come in when I hit that 8. And where does that go to? That goes to 17. Then 10. 13 and then 10. 13.
14. Red, even. Place your bets, please.
10 and then 14. Yeah, I mean this one again's looking a bit funky. Currently on the depth of 12 already on the negative, only tracked 14 spins. So yeah, unless I see sort of third dozen come out now, I'm going to switch tables. Well, the positive was pretty good on the columns, came in on 2 since we've done that. So that's gone to number 1.
1 with red odd. Place your bets, please.
Right, the deepest dozens that I'm gonna go with that. Oh, don't want to do that. £1, can we do it? Yeah, just. So yeah, I'm on the first dozen. I'm ignoring the negatives at the moment. Deepest dozen's gone to a depth of 7 on the positive. Currently at a depth of 6. The columns hasn't gone past 2. That's insane. So let's see the first dozen land. Number 8. We will take that.
8 black, even.
Okay. I'm going to go on the column right now, depth of 3. That would be the middle column. So I'm going to set the columns down to 2. I'll leave the positive dozens at 7. And the negative I'm going to put way up to 10. And I'll also set starting bet to 2. So basically we're just following the middle column now because that hasn't come out in 3 spins. Number 8 to 8, so there you go. Absolutely.
8 black, even. Place your bets,
You
please.
see the negative still going there. Depth of 15, top row depth of 12. Yeah, so positive all the way on this particular table. The columns is at 3. You know, the maximum it's gone to is 3. They're both on 0 at the moment because 8 went to 8. Oh, it was nearly in the third section, but it just bopped back to 8, so triple 8.
8, black, even. Place your bets, please.
That's why this casino got its name. Yeah, they're just crazy high. Really should start betting on the third 12, depth of 16. Number 14. Okay, that's my cue. I'm going to go for the third 12 now. It could be idiotic, but it hasn't been landed on in 17 spins. So I can bet on 17, 18, 19, and 20. Hopefully it won't go above a depth of 20. But it might. I know what these depths can do. But usually if I leave the table recording overnight, I generally don't see it going over 20. And that's with, you know, sort of 1,100 spins. So if it does now, I'll be gutted. Okay, 28. We got it straight off the bat, so that was lucky.
28. Even. Place your bets, please.
And the column is at a depth of 15. I'll wait for that for a few spins. Kind of want to focus just on the positives at the moment. Depth of 3 on the columns and depth of 7 on the dozens there. So I've got them set to 6 and 2, so just one below their maximum. So that has gone to number 20. Okay, so I'm going to go on the middle column.
Place your bets, please.
Middle column's at a depth of 3. Oh, sorry, depth of 2, the middle column. It's a dozen that's at the depth of 3. So anywhere down this row here. Number 15, that has finally brought out that negative there.
15.
So I'm going to follow that.
Place your bets, please.
2 units, £4. So we'll see that column hit again. Number 24, so we got the column.
24. Black, even.
Let's put me
Place
to
your bets,
122. So I think if I get one more win, I will take the profit. And that will kind of offset from yesterday. I did a £52 hit. If we can get half of that back in this session, that'll be good. So let's see what the depths are on these. First 12 is a depth of 5. So
32.
That's at a depth of 6 now.
Place your bets, please.
And both the dozens and columns is at a depth of 1. So let's see if we can get one more win. Grab a little bit of profit there. That's what you do, guys, just a little bit. If you get small profits every day,
Place your bets, please.
you can build. And like I said, like yesterday, you got to take the hits as well. You know, you're not going to win every single session. And if you think you're going to, then you're going to get angry if you get a losing session and probably end up just spunking your whole balance trying to recoup the loss. If you just take a loss as a loss, then you can try and claw back at it on the next session, but don't try and get your whole amount back. I mean, you might do depending on what system you're using, but it's just one of those things you just got to slow and steady, you know. So number 12, that is the top row. So I'm going to move the bet to the top row.
Place your bets, please.
So £4, that's 2 units. Got 3 chances of hitting this. If not, it will be another clawback session. The grind. You'll see a top row 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, or 36. I think if I call the numbers out, the roulette gods might hear. Number 11, they didn't hear me. Okay, so we're going to put £6 on the middle column.
Place your bets, please.
Oh, undo one of them. So £6. This is now at a depth of 4. This is the highest it's gone to, but again, we've only recorded 26 spins. So it's you know, it is a low balance. If we've got 2 chances of hitting. If we miss, we're still £2 in profit, but ideally we hit in the next 2 spins, and then that is a profitable session. $22, so it has moved again to the bottom.
22. Black.
So this is the third and final bet of £8. Sorry, fourth and final bet of £8, currently on a depth of 5. So it's not a high depth, but I've just been playing what the table's been showing me. And if we get this, we are out of here. Number 19. I can see it. I can sense it. Number 18. Okay, that's the top row. So yeah, that is a miss again. So it is clawback session. I could go for the next bet, but the depths are so low at the moment. It's only on a depth of 6 now, which is typically where you would start betting. But I'm just going to watch it, see what happens. And see where it goes. Number 34. Okay, so yeah, it would have missed, and that would have been £12 in the hole. So it's on a depth of 7 at the moment. If it comes in now, I'm going to change what I'm doing and go from £1, but betting from the get-go, because these positives are staying quite low. But of course, I want to see what this column does. But I'll do £1, but I will follow it further. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12. I can't remember what it is, but it's something like that. So that's gone to number 7. That is there. So yeah, what I'm going to do is
Red.
bet from the get-go.
Place your
I'll
bets,
start on the dozens, but I'm just going to follow it from £1. So let's change that. I'll just do the dozens. I don't know. The columns are looking good as well. Trying to do both of them might be a bit confusing, but maybe I should give it a go. But basically, I'm going to go further in. But if I drop down to £50, I'll probably call it a stop there. So that's pretty much what my rule was. But I see them hitting quite a lot. So 17. That means I'll do £2 on this. So basically what I'm going to do is follow it. It's going to be a little bit out of sync at the moment. So hopefully I get it within the first 4 spins and then it will kind of be back to reset. But this is what I used to do. I used to bet from the get-go on the positive. And I would go a lot further in though. I wouldn't just do 4 bets. When the tables are behaving like this, they haven't gone past 7. All of the spins, you know, I would have won on pretty much all of them. So that's gone to 24. Okay, so I got the win there.
24. Black.
So now what I'll do is just place the bet on this second dozen again. And I'm just going to follow what this says, okay? So £1, I will just follow that in. I don't know, well, hopefully 7 or 8 spins. And hopefully it doesn't go past a depth of 7. Obviously, you risk a bit more balance when you're doing this, but you can also increase your balance quite quickly as well when you're working it this way. So that's number 5. So we will follow that to the first dozen and do 2 units on there. So the column's depth of 3. So that's not that high. Just want to keep my eye on where they're going. You know, which one's probably best to bet on the dozens or the columns. But I never really see the positives going as high as the negatives. So number 10, so that's a win.
10, black, even.
Now I will follow that up with a 1 unit bet. And you can see the columns is at a depth of 4 now. So as long as they don't go past 7 for you know, several bets, then I should get to the 125 profit. Sorry, £25 profit fairly quickly. Let's see if we can do this. Don't know how far in I'm going to go into the depth, but there you go, another win, number 7, and that's cleared out the column as well.
Place your bets,
so they're both on 1 now. So let's go on there. I am tempted to do both, but it can be quite expensive if both of them kind of run wild. So with it being speed auto roulette, it's quite hard to keep up with it, if you know what I mean. If you're trying to work out, oh, what's on this one and what's on this one, you end up missing a bet. When you're doing a progression, that can be bad. Okay, number 17, so we're going to follow that down.
17, black, odd. Place your bets, please.
Don't want it there. Maybe I do. Let's see if it lands on that that street bet there. So we're on £2 now. Bet number 2. So it's gone to number 6, so we're going to jump back to the first dozen, and that's going to be 3 units.
Place your bets, please.
My unit size is now 1. £3. So that's gone 35. Either side of that would have been great.
35.
But we're going to put £4 down on the bottom now. So £4. We're on a depth of 3 at the moment. We're just going to follow this into the rabbit hole and hope it doesn't go past a depth of 7. Which, how many spins have we had? We've had 38 spins. Not a huge amount, but if I was following this on all of those spins, I would have definitely achieved profit. So 29, that is a win, that is an intersection as well.
Place your bets,
So I'm going to bet on the third dozen again. So I'm £12 in profit now. It's a bit of a slower process when you're only doing £1 per number, but it adds up. And again, these haven't gone past 7 yet on either of them. So I'll see the third dozen again. Nope, number 2, that's the column though, that hit there.
2 black even. Place your bets, please.
So I'm doing £2 per number. It's tempting to jump on both of them, but I might get a little bit behind because it's speed roulette. Okay, number 10, that is good. That is a win.
10 black even. Place your bets, please.
So let's go straight on number 10. 1 unit. I am tempted to do the other the other columns as well, just because they both haven't gone past 7. It means you've got to complete both progressions if you're in them. But yeah, we'd jump the balance up a lot faster. So maybe if we get an intersection number again, I'll give it a go. So they're both kind of even. So that's gone to 31. So
31.
I'm going to do £2 here.
Place your bets, please.
So you can see that column came out again. So maybe it should be the columns. Number 34, so that's a win, and it's an intersection.
34.
Okay, I'm going to give it a go.
Place your bets.
I'm at 118. I'm going to bet on both. Oh, undo that. Both the dozen and the column, they're both at £1 each. I'm going to follow them both and just see if we can get to £125 in the balance a bit quicker. Hopefully it doesn't go past a depth of 7. It hasn't so far for quite a long time, so fingers crossed. Probably just get 10 zeros in a row now. Number 19, so we got one of them.
19.
So now I'll be
Place your bets, please.
2 units there and 1 unit there. Like so. Probably go a bit more quieter now because I've got to think. All right, where are we going? Number 26. Okay, so let's do this. So we got
26. Black. Eagle.
3
Place your
units
bets, please.
on the third and 2 units on the middle column. So we're doing the double. It'd be good to see the intersection now, 26, 29, 32 or 35. The ground is key special. If you guys haven't checked his channel out, make sure you YouTube ground is key. He uses this tool a lot and he's very good using it. He's got a good method for setting the profits and the stops and all of that business. Number 17. Okay, so I've got one of them, but I'm going to go to 4 units now
Place your bets,
on
please.
this dozen. And I'm going to go back to 1 unit on the middle. So that's right, yeah, 4 and 1. And that dozen is now on a depth of 3. Hasn't gone past a depth of 7 yet. Okay, that's gone to number 2. So again, we've won on the column.
2. Black. Eagle.
And now this is going to be 6 units on the first. And 1 unit on the middle. So it's at a depth of 4. Hasn't gone past 7 yet. So let's hope that it comes in soon. In fact, I think on the next session, I'm going to leave the auto trackers run and then just pick the best methods that way. So let's go on to number 3. So I've got that one, which is good. That's a big one. That's put me to 126. I'm going to follow this one. That's the top. And I'm going to put 2 units on there. So I'm just going to finish this progression. Probably shouldn't have because I already hit the target that I wanted to. But let's just keep going with this. Just going to be following this positive column to try and get the win. And that should hopefully put me to 130. So that's gone to 23. That's the middle.
23. Red. Odd.
So now
Place
we're
your
doing
bets, please.
3 units on the middle column. Like that. So yeah, so we're just focusing on this one here. 3 units, middle column. And that should put me to 130 exactly, if we can land this one. So number 5, there we go. So we have now concluded the session.
5. Red. Odd.
That's put me to exactly 130. So what I'm going to do is just add £30 profit here. That's put me back up to £80 profit. So you can see we had that nasty one yesterday. This was a bit of a grind as well. But honestly, this is how I used to play it. I used to find a table. I would actually go into the history of the numbers on the tables that I used to use. And I would manually submit 100 numbers or more. And then I would look at the dozens on there and then find out if it is worth playing. But now we got the auto tools. Like I was saying, I might leave the auto trackers running on the auto tables and find the one that's got the lowest numbers, either in the positive or negatives, and then just follow that, but bet from the get-go, but go further in. It's a bit more risky for your bankroll. But it didn't take too long to claw back. I mean, we dropped down to, was it 102? and then we just followed that system there. So that'll probably be the next session. I'll give that a go. If you watch this all the way through, I thank you. It was very kind of you. It's been a 45-minute recording, but there you go. We've hit another profit. We're back up to £80 profit. That session yesterday just kicked our ass. I'm not sure if doing a 4-bet is the way forward. For the most part, I'm experimenting. I haven't used these tools for quite a while. Well, this particular tool for quite a while. Normally use a dealer tracker and follow something like the Smartingale strategy or something like that. Might be interesting using the area key on the auto tables as well, because I have done well from that in the past. But we'll find out. I'll let you know in the next session. Thank you for watching, and as always, please bet smart.